This is the Afternoon Buzz Rewind Podcast. I'm your host, Johnny Thrash. Join me for the Afternoon Buzz weekdays from 2 to 7, only on Real Rock Radio, 106.3 The Buzz.
What's your rewind?
Ozzy's former guitarist, Gus G, has a solo album due out on April 20th called Fearless, and he was doing an interview with All That Shreds to talk about the album, among other things, and they got to talking about the fact that Zakk Wylde is back in Ozzy's band, and he said it was all cool with him. He actually got a call from Sharon last year. He got a heads up, and he's totally cool with it. He was happy to be there in the first place, and he was glad that it lasted as long as it did. His original contract was for an album and a tour that was going to continue for 18 months, and that 18 months became 7 years. They just kept calling him back when they didn't have to. So he said, there's a lot of history with Zakk, and coming out of the Black Sabbath thing, which was huge, he felt like they needed a boost. And since it's a farewell tour type thing, it's totally cool that he was bringing Zakk back to the band. Gus is such a great guitarist, but, the chemistry between Ozzy and Zakk is undeniable, and hopefully we'll get an album from him. We'll see what happens. Jamie Adler, younger brother of former Guns N' Roses drummer Steven Adler, paid tribute to his brother on a GNR Facebook group, calling him the greatest big brother, grooviest drummer he's ever known. He said if only Slash, Axl, and Duff had 10% of the heart he had, maybe he would be on tour with GNR. If these guys had an ounce of decency, compassion, love, care, and acceptance, maybe they would have allowed his brother to play more than one song in Argentina after they flew him all the way out there and teased him to only play one song. He pointed out that Adler taught Slash his first guitar chord and gave him his first guitar, saying that for all we know, if Slash had never met Adler, maybe he never would have found a guitar. It's a lengthy rant. It's full of truth and speculation. He's obviously biased. But with that being said, I'd love to see Steven behind the kid as well. Go to Adler Argentina's Facebook page for the entire rant.
Another Nonsense Minute, brought to you by 106.3 The Buzz.
That smell. It is so familiar. Whoa, what is that you're wearing? Dutch oven. The perfume. I think you might be my soulmate. Dutch oven. Eau de toilette.
Your perfume. It's so... I just got pink eye.
Dutch oven. When you want to force someone to smell you. I find myself oddly attracted to you. The fragrance that men know. Dutch oven. For her. Keep your lover under the covers.
Earlier in the week, Ghost teased the arrival of their new Papa Emeritus. Well, today they have revealed him to us, and it's a bit of a twist this time around. The new frontman is Cardinal Copia. And in the video, Papa Emeritus Zero isn't feeling it. Check it out.
You cannot be serious.
As a heart attack.
But sister, he is not part of the bloodline.
With all due respect, you are all out of progeny.
The bloodline has not been broken for nigh a millennium. My father was Papa. His father. His father's father. His father's father's father. His father's 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 father. His father.
The Cardinal is our next senior-most member. He's been your right-hand man.
But sister...
Need I remind you, he holds the esteemed honor of second most Employee of the Month awards.
Very well. It is done.
As usual, it's full of all kinds of tongue-in-cheek humor, and we have the full video on our free app or at 1063thebuzz.com. A 31-year-old guy named Jason Lee Powers got arrested last Tuesday for trying to steal a 12-pack of Bud Light from a dollar store in Pine Lakes, Florida. That's about 40 miles north of Orlando. And when the cops asked him why he did it, he said he wasn't sure because he doesn't even drink Bud Light. Well, it sounds like those dilly-dilly ads are working. Even people who hate Bud Light are buying it, or, well, they're stealing it anyway.
106.3 The Buzz presents Nonsense Minute.
Are you prepared for the hereafter?
Oh yeah, I've got a will. Life insurance.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Oh?
When we die, we leave a lot of stuff behind. Weird, kinky stuff. And that's where Freak Squad comes in.
Freak Squad!
Freak Squad will get to your house before your mom. Clear your browser history. Empty out your naughty drawer. We will debong and destash your house. We even wash your gerbil and find him a new home.
It's a she.
Whatever you say, Playboy.
But what if I'm into some really freaky
Please, you're not doing anything that Freak Squad hasn't seen. We're talking clowns, trampolines, butt stuff, Mexican food, also known as butt stuff. You name it, it's gone before Mom finds out.
Oh, he went so fast. But this apartment is spotless and unremarkable.
And with reasonable pricing, you won't blow your wad on Freak Squad.
Freak Squad!
Phew, thanks, Freak Squad. In advance. I'm not dead yet. Don't delete anything. I need it.
On Wednesday, Wichita Falls police were contacted by a woman after a neighbor called her to let her know that somebody had broken into her home on Misty Valley West. Police arrived on the scene and they set up a perimeter around the home and yelled for the suspect to come out, but he refused. Eventually, they went into the house to the front door and arrested 25-year-old Dylan Perkle. He admitted that he had broken a bedroom window to get into the home and drink 3 alcoholic beverages. He was arrested and charged with burglary of a habitation. Look, I like to drink as much as the next guy, but not nearly enough to break into somebody's house to knock a few back. Come on, man. Hey, if you're kind of insecure about the size of your package, here's an uplifting message from McDonald's, of all places. McDonald's in Japan tweeted out an ad earlier this week that is supposed to be for their fries, but it really seemed more like a metaphor about what you've got in your pants. The ad says, quote, "The longest French fry isn't necessarily the best. Short French fries, curved French fries, crispy French fries, and soft French fries. All of them have good points. All of them have people who love them. As long as you value your own unique flavor, we believe you'll be able to contribute in your own way," end quote. And you can see why people are taking that ad as a sexual metaphor. Saying the longest isn't the best, but you can contribute if you're short, curved, or soft, it makes no sense for fries. It makes a ton of sense for penis.
106.3 The Buzz presents Nonsense Minute.
Ever found yourself in a strange place and you needed to drop some turdage?
Oh, God.
Some number 2.
Where's the bathroom?
Bomb Porcelain Harbor?
I can't find the bathroom.
You know what I'm talking about.
Where's my phone?
Introducing Poober. Poober is the toilet sharing app that connects you with real toilets nationwide.
Oh, thanks, Poober.
Toilets that come to you. Poober. Share the dump.
Buzzhead, your relationship or marriage is dependent on whether or not you leave that dirty plate in the sink or rinse it off. Seriously. According to a new study out of the University of Utah, your entire relationship hinges on who does the dishes. The researchers found that women do more of the chores around the house. Well, duh. Especially those soul-crushing ones like cleaning the toilets and doing the laundry. But doing the dishes is the one chore that really brings them down. So when her significant other pitches in and handles the dishes, it makes everything better. Those couples are happier, their relationships are more stable, they argue less, and they even have better sex. So, just do the dishes. Hey, thanks for checking out the Afternoon Buzz Rewind podcast. Join me, Johnny Thrash, for the Afternoon Buzz, weekdays from 2 to 7 on Real Rock Radio, 106.3 The Buzz.